Hello guys, my name is Larry. Let me start off with welcome you to the channel here that we have on YouTube. We've been around for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years on YouTube under our actual name, Larry Spruce. And we are beginning to put out more videos, veteran, disability related, trying to pass on information that might be helpful to you if you're a veteran with a disability. Myself, I served in the United States Navy back in the early 80s to mid 80s, and I got out, I'll say mid 80s. I got out in 1981. Served aboard the USS Midway, and if any of y'all guys out there on the Midway back in that time frame see this video, make sure you hit me up down in the comments down below in the description. It'd be pretty cool meeting up with you guys once again. No, this is going to be a topic we call VA disability compensation. Now, this video is really important if you're still active duty, because a lot of times you're going to find out things after 10, 15 years later that's wrong with you that is really service connected, but you have no way when you get back to looking at your actual records when you was in the military that are not connected. And if they're not connected, it's going to take a lot more time and you'll have a lot more issues trying to get your benefits handed out to you or given out to you without anything that's tied together on your medical records. So if you're in the military, and let's say for instance you're let's say the Army or Marines or whatever, anything that you go jump out of a helicopter in and you just break your ankle. Now I'm pretty sure that those are going to be documented when you go to medical, sick bay, whatever it might be, or whatever they might call it in the branch of service you're in. They might be documented in whatever your branch of service calls it, sick bay, going to medical, whatever it might be for your branch of service. That's important, especially if you're active duty and you're reading this video. We'll get to the little 15-year later deal later on, but anytime you get hurt, something gets injured, you break a bone, eye problems, hearing loss, such as tinnitus, migraine headaches, arms, joints, anything that possibly could cause you problems or issues with your health, make sure it's always documented when you're in active service. This is so important. I can't tell you how important it really is. It's just, you won't know about it till you're out of the service 10 or 15 years later, and then all of a sudden you got a major problem. And you go to the VA, you get treated, but it's not medically tied together from your active duty. It is very difficult to get those benefits at that point in time. I'm not saying that you won't get them, but I'm saying it's going to be more difficult to get them than it would be if it was in your medical records when you was discharged. 90 to 95% of the veterans that get out of the military that get benefits must be honorably discharged or something similar to that. It's hard to get the benefits if you're not. I'm not saying that you can't, but it's going to be very difficult. To give you an example, if I jumped out of a helicopter and I was in the Army and I broke that ankle, and my buddy said, hey, you know what? You're nothing but a damn old sissy. You don't need to go to medical for that. Or maybe it's not broken. Maybe it's a fracture, but a pretty major fracture. Your buddy said, oh, you sissy, you don't need to go to medical. Well, you ride that out. You get out of the military, you use the year 1980. All of a sudden, it's 2020, you're discharged honorably. You go to the VA, you tell them, hey, I got a problem with the left ankle. I broke back in the military. They'll go back and look at your records. Won't find anything tied to it whatsoever. That is non-service connected. So it's going to be very difficult to file a claim for benefits on that because it wasn't in your medical records. So back up what I said at the beginning of the video, service-connected disability. If it happened in the military, make sure it's documented in medical. When you get out, make sure it's on your records. Before you get out, look at your records if you can. Make sure it's on there. If it's not, get it straight before you get discharged. Anyhow, once you get out, you're going to go to the VA clinic. You're going to sign it within the first year you're getting out. That's important also if you're active duty. Make sure you sign it with your local VA clinic so that you can be treated and there won't be any problems getting signed up within that first year's time. I'm not sure if any of this is going to change, but that's the way it normally has been. That way, when you get out and you go to the VA, you sign up for your medical there. They'll give you appointments every 6 months to a year. just for general checkups, such as your high blood pressure, cholesterol, just general checkup. And at that time, you can say, hey, doc, I got a problem with this left foot that's service connected. Now, let me also mention something that I have a service connected disabilities, and one of them is speech, and I'm sure you can tell that. It's hard to understand some of my words, but I had a major problem back here, and I lost my hearing, and I lost part of my vision in this eye, so bear with me, I'll get you through the video. I'm not very fluent sometimes. One side works better than the other. This side stops working. But that's service connected. So it is documented, thank God. Now, I'm not getting a benefit or a check from that. I am getting a benefit from tinnitus. I only have a 10% disability. So what I'm going to go back in there and do now after 40-something years, and I should have done this many, many years ago, was tie the tinnitus, which I have migraines. I did have hearing loss while I was in the military, and that is on my medical records, but you get 0% for hearing loss. But you get 10%, 10, maybe backwards, 10% for tinnitus. But think of it like this. At my age, it's time to be reevaluated for a hearing test, which I did last week, and I've lost a lot more of my hearing. So it's time to tie the hearing loss with the tinnitus, with possibly the migraines, and maybe a couple other things there once I'm fully evaluated by the VA clinic. And if so, that'll increase my benefits that I'm getting from 10% maybe to 30, 40, 50, 60%. I'm not sure. It's up to them. They play a lot of games with you, but you have to try to win the battle by fighting them to get what you deserve. You know, it's a shame, but it's so true. If you're a veteran, got out honorably discharged, you served this country, you deserve what benefits are coming to you. You may have to fight for them tooth and nail. And maybe a long time before you receive what you think you should be getting. But nobody's going to act on it. You have to get out there and you have to seek them. You have to get after them. You have to fight for them. And go through the due process. Hopefully you'll get what you deserve. Now guys, like I said probably at the beginning of the video, I hope that this video helped you in one form or fashion. And I hope that you hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe so this video can get out there and reach other veterans that may be needing this information. I'm one of them, but the YouTube, the videos, the internet was not out there when I got out in 1980. It did start coming around to around 2000. So I had to rely on what I got through the mail at that time. It's a whole different world out there now. All this stuff is on the internet. You have access to it, such as this YouTube video. Stick around and we'll make many more videos regarding benefits for veterans with disability. I'm just starting this, and if you would like to see more of these videos, again, thumbs up, like, subscribe. And I will also like an invitation for your opinion as to what I should change this channel name to. I currently have it set to my personal name, Larry Spruce, but I would like to change it something that's more veteran disability related. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next video.